You're listening to The Sports Moment, January 22nd, 2024. Part of the Sports Moments and Memories with Craig Olson podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a sports moment. Sponsored by Pemberton Law and Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Well, I'm starting out this week of the podcast with the combined feeling of sadness, thankfulness, and joy. Sadness in the fact that Ann Williams, the longtime Spartan basketball, volleyball, and softball coach, as well as instructor at FFCC and M-State, has passed away and has been battling cancer for several months and did go into hospice recently. And I'm just so thankful for the opportunity I had to spend time with Ann, to work with her as a broadcaster and cover her teams, to get to know her on a personal level. And I really do appreciate Ann Williams for a variety of reasons. Thankful for the relationships she had with her players, with their families, with everybody she came in contact with. Ann loved her Sunday school kids that she taught. Her faith was inspiring, and she certainly did not shy away from talking about her relationships with players, with other people in her life, and with her Savior, Jesus Christ. And she is realizing the full joy of His presence now, and we are just so appreciative of all the people who have helped Ann, and especially I want to single out a couple of people, and that is Renee Rasmussen and Brenda Johnson, who have been like daughters to Ann. They played for her. They have been around her as assistant coaches. Renee on the volleyball front, Brenda on the basketball front. Their daughters, Brianna and Emily, are goddaughters to Ann, and they are certainly family for Ann Williams, and our hearts go out to them too at this loss, because they were very, very close for many, many years, and they acted out their friendship in love with Ann, and just appreciate all that they did for Coach during the last several years and throughout her life. And I'm so thankful that Ann was able to come back and spend time with her 2000-2001 Lady Spartan National Championship basketball team, and to be a part of our special feature podcast that we did on the Lady Spartans. If you haven't had a chance to look at that, please do make time to do that. I think you'll enjoy it. The comments that Ann had to share, that Brenda had to share, and that all the girls had to share about that memorable year. It's up in two parts on the podcast, Sports Moments and Memories with Craig Olson, and you can certainly enjoy reliving that 2000-2001 season. But again, going to miss Ann, but so thankful she was able to come and reconnect with a lot of people in Fergus Falls in early December, when that team was honored with induction into the Legends Sports Hall of Fame. It's a very special night tonight in Fergus Falls, in that the Roosevelt Gym, the Otter Fieldhouse, the old Otter Gym, is going to feature 4 games today. 2 junior varsity games, 1 girls game, 1 boys game, and then the varsity games tonight, the girls at 6:30, the boys after that, as the Moorhead Spuds come to town. It's alumni night, so everybody is encouraged to wear maroon and gold. Maybe you have an old Otter jersey or hat that you can wear from a vintage jersey, maybe from the old days. And that would be great if it still fits, right? That's the thing. There will be an alumni band playing tonight at the gym, and it's just going to be a fun night for Otter basketball with the Spuds and the Otters. Boy, did they have some battles in that old gym over the years, and I'm looking forward to being there and sensing the past right there in that gymnasium that held so many great games and holds so many great memories for Otter fans. So that's tonight, and the greatest thing about tonight maybe is you don't have to pay to go. You can bring your whole family, bring your whole neighborhood. And the Minnesota Motor Company is picking up the tab. They are all alumni, too, at Minnesota Motors, of course, and they're going to pay for everybody to come and enjoy a great night of basketball. at the Outer Fieldhouse, the old Roosevelt Gym. And it's going on, starting actually with the JV games at 3:30 on Monday, January 22nd. And boy, I'm sure there'll be a great crowd on hand for that one tonight as we get a busy sports week rolling here. Lots of activity going on all around the area over the next several days. And over the weekend, what a highlight for Hillcrest and Brandon Evansville boys basketball teams. They were able to play at Target Center on Saturday in a Little 8 conference matchup, which the Comets won 68-64. Micah Fuller, though, for the Chargers, had a good day shooting the ball. He'll always remember this game at Target Center because he had 35 points to lead the way for all scorers in that game. So just a great day for him. Luke Christensen and Noah Brumfield were in double digits for the Comets, and Hillcrest got the win in a hard-fought battle throughout the day at Target Center on Saturday. So what a great opportunity for all of the players and coaches and fans to be a part of that special day at Target Center. And the Otter Nordic ski team had another excellent week of competition. They had 2 meets this past week. On Wednesday, they were at Andes Tower Hills against the southern half of their section, and then Saturday, they raced at Maple Log against Moorhead, Detroit Lakes, and Alexandria. And the Otter boys walked away with first place as a team at Alexandria, with David Ronovic winning the individual competition. And when they went to their meet on Saturday, they did not have David Ronovic, but they still managed to finish in second, just behind Alexandria by about 3 points. Micah Mosier finished fourth for the Otter boys and third overall. Right behind in fourth place was Jackson Lisney. Tommy Erickson was in eighth place. So Otter girls were fourth at the Alexandria meet and did a great job. They wound up with some outstanding performances as Alexis Wellman and Estee Versteeg, Sarah Grotberg, and Cassie Wellman all had great days of skiing. And then at Maple Log on Saturday, they finished in second, just edged out by Alexandria. And Alexis Wellman was third overall. Estee Versteeg right on her heels in fourth place. So a great week for the Otter Nordic ski team as well. Talking about the NFL playoffs here, let's take a look at what happened over the weekend. And it was interesting to see the outcome of the games, especially the Chiefs and the Bills on Sunday night, which was kind of the marquee matchup as Patrick Mahomes went on the road for the first time in his NFL career in a playoff game that was not on a neutral site. Of course, Super Bowl appearances have been on neutral sites for him, but as far as going into a wild card round or divisional round or a conference championship round on the road, this was the first time he had to do that. And he did pretty well as the Chiefs defeated the Buffalo Bills 27-24. Mahomes threw a pair of touchdown passes to Travis Kelce. And how about the Super Bowl champions from last year now? They have advanced to their 6th straight AFC championship game. That is amazing. And the Chiefs move on to Baltimore now to face Lamar Jackson and the conference's top-seeded Ravens, who beat Houston on Saturday 34-10. That game will be at 2 o'clock Sunday. Kansas City is 0-1 in the playoffs against the Ravens following a 30-7 loss in the 2010 wildcard round. Baltimore defeated Kansas City 36-35 in their most recent regular season matchup. That was in Week 2 of the 2021 season. So Mahomes passed his first test by winning his first true road playoff game, not including Super Bowl neutral sites, and improving his postseason record to 13-3. And the Chiefs are accustomed to ending the Bills' season, having done it now in 3 of the past 4 playoffs, with the first 2 wins coming at home in the 2020 AFC Championship game and the 2021 divisional round. The Chiefs scored on 5 of their first 6 possessions in the game. Neither team led by more than 7 points, and they traded leads 5 times in that game. The outcome was decided when Buffalo kicker Tyler Bass missed a potential game-tying field goal wide right from 44 yards out, allowing the Chiefs to run out the remaining minute 47 of the game. Now, in the NFC, Jared Goff threw his second touchdown pass with 6:22 left in the game, and the Lions beat Tampa Bay 31-23 in the divisional round yesterday, lifting Detroit into the NFC Championship for the first time in 32 years and just the second time in franchise history. The Lions won 2 playoff games in a season for the first time since 1957, the last year they won the NFL title, and had 2 postseason games at home for the very first time. Now they have to travel to San Francisco, the NFC's top seed, next Sunday for a spot in the Super Bowl, a game they have never played in. And San Francisco, well, it didn't come easily for them as they had to score late to beat Green Bay in their game on Saturday in the NFC playoffs, as the 49ers got a late touchdown from Christian McCaffrey as they won their game against the Green Bay Packers on Saturday. Now, the Minnesota Wild have people getting healthy, and that's a good thing. And it showed up in their win on Sunday against the Carolina Hurricanes as Kirill Kaprizov scored 3 goals for his second career hat trick, and Joel Eriksson-Ek had the tie-breaking goal in the third period. The Wild beat Carolina 5-2. Jake Middleton also scored for the Wild in their third win in 4 games after losing 8 of 9. Philip Gustafson stopped 40 shots in goal for the Wild, who will be at home Tuesday night as they take on Washington. So that was a good win. They're getting people healthy, and that makes all the difference in the world. Well, Lake Area Docks and Lifts is one of our sponsors of our podcast, and they had a good showing at the Minneapolis Convention Center Boat Show over the weekend. They're going to be at the Fargo Dome Boat Show this coming weekend as they want you to get ready for spring and summer. They're here to help at Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Lake Area Docks and Lifts, more than just docks and lifts. Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Also want to thank Pemberton Law Firm for being a sponsor of our podcast. Of course, they have a lot of convenient locations for people around Lakes Country. Fergus Falls, Wadena, Detroit Lakes, and Alexandria is where you'll find the Pemberton Law offices. You can get to them online, too, at pemlaw.com. Pemberton Law carries a legacy of trustworthy and reputable legal representation dating back to 1883. A couple of other notes for you on the basketball front. Minnesota Gophers are back in Big Ten play tomorrow night. They have Wisconsin coming into Williams Arena for a contest at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. The Gophers are 12-6 overall. They are 3-4 in Big Ten play. And the Timberwolves are in action tomorrow night, too. They lost to Oklahoma City on Saturday, and Oklahoma City and Denver are their 2 closest rivals in the Western Conference. They are both a game behind Minnesota now in the Northwest Division and in the Western Conference. Minnesota has a record of 30-12, second only to the Boston Celtics. But Denver, don't look now, Denver's also at 30 wins, but they have 2 more losses as they have played 2 more games than the Wolves. That loss to Oklahoma City the other night snapped Minnesota's 4-game winning streak, and now they will take on a Charlotte Hornets team that has lost their last 4 games on the road, and they are 9-31. And when you look at the odds for that game tomorrow night, as you might imagine, heavily favored are the Timberwolves, 15.5-point favorites going into that one tomorrow night at Target Center. And that's going to do it for our first podcast of the week. Thanks so much for visiting us. Hope you have a great week.
You've been listening to The Sports Moment with Craig Olson. Sponsored by Pemberton Law and Lake Area Docks and Lifts. Produced by Sunroom Lab. Music by Blue Red Roses. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and thanks for listening.